Hello students, I Swati Mishra welcome you in THAVANU PANCHAMRUT coordinated by the HB Kapadia group of schools and GSTV. Friends, today we are going to discuss about direct indirect speech, or you can also call reported speech, that is asked of 4 marks in part B. Before going to the charts, let me tell you about what is direct speech and what is indirect. Direct speech means the conversation between two persons. Indirect speech means the third person indicates or represents those two persons' speech in his or her own words. While we are converting into indirect speech, there are so many changes in tenses and with some words too. So, students, that you have already studied in standard 8 and 9. Let's have a look here. This is direct speech. In the first chart, you can see that part B, section C, question 21, marks 4. Direct speech in 10th class, you have to write in paragraph. The sentences are like assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, optative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. As you know that in 10th class you have to write in paragraph the answer. So, before writing that you must be master on these sentences, because these are the basic parts of direct indirect speech. So, that you have already studied in standard 8 and 9. Now, let's see about the changes in nouns and pronouns and changes in tenses. Change in pronouns. Before that, changes occurred in direct indirect, that we know, that happens in tenses also. I want to tell you some 3 or 4 points that are very essential. The direct sentence, that is, there is reporter, the person who says, there is reporting verb, says, say, said, etc. And then there is listener, and after that there is reported speech. Reporter is the person who say. Reported speech is spoken or told by the reporter. All the things in changes is depend on reporting verb. If reporting verb is in present tense or in future tense, then the reported speech will not change, or the tense of reported speech will not change. We will change only pronoun. For example, the teacher says, the earth moves round the sun. When we are converting into indirect speech, the teacher says that the earth moves round the sun. So, students, here you have seen that the reporting verb was says, so we have not changed the reported speech. In the same way, when there is 3 kind of sentence, universal truth, scientific rules and proverbs, when these 3 sentences come in reported speech, then the sentence remain changed, the reported speech remains same, it will not change. For example, he says, practice makes man perfect. He said that practice makes the man perfect. So, students, these points should be kept in your mind. Now, so when we can change the reported speech? When the reporting verb is in past tense, then we change the reported speech. For example, sat. If reporting verb is sat, then we will change the reported speech. For example, he said, I am studying in 10th class. He said that he was studying in 10th class. So, students, this is the example which I have given. Now, we will look here point by points. Change in pronouns. First person, if it is first person, the changes will be I, we, it will be converted into me, my, mine, myself, our, us, ourselves. According to the reporter, we know that reporter is the person who comes first and who is saying in the sentence. Then comes second person. Second person is you, your, yourself, yourselves according to the listener. Sometimes listener is also given in the sentence. So if the listener is there, for example, I said to Meena, I was studying in 10th standard. I told Meena that I had been studying in 10th standard. So students, you have seen the changes. Now comes change in tenses. There are types of tenses we have already discussed in previous. So when there are tenses, which tense will change in which tense? If it is simple present tense, then it will be converted into simple past tense while we are converting into reported speech. If it is present continuous, then it will be converted into past continuous. So you can see that when we are converting into present continuous from present continuous to into past continuous, the changes will be is am are converted into was were. Then comes present perfect tense. If present perfect tense is there, then it will be converted into past perfect. You can see that in present perfect comes has or have according to the pronoun or subject, and then it is converted into had in past perfect tense. Then comes simple past tense. If simple past tense is there, then it will be converted into past perfect tense. If the sentence is past continuous tense, then it will be converted into past perfect continuous tense. The formula is given here. And if the sentence is past tense, that it will be converted, then it will be remain as past perfect tense. So students, we have seen that what kind of changes can occur. Let's discuss about the changes in pronoun and tenses as about the present tense and past tense. Now comes the future tense. Students, future tense means it is given here. Some are modal auxiliaries, some are the parts of future tense. If the sentence reported speech has will or shall, it would be converted into would. Sometimes students do the mistake, and if it is there shall, so they put the word should. That is wrong. Should is about your duty. It says about what you should do, what you should not do. It is not the past tense of shall. The past tense of will and shall is would. Then if it is can, it will be converted into could. If it is may, it will be converted into might. So here you have seen will, shall, would, can, could, may, might. If the sentence has should, must, would, might, there will be no change. It will be remain as it is. After then, we have discussed is about the past tense. Now come other changes. Other changes, it includes some words. We have to be careful while these words are coming. Here becomes there, this become that, these become those, today becomes that day, tonight converted into that night, yesterday is converted into the previous day, tomorrow is converted into the next day, now is converted into then, and last is converted into the previous. So students, before going to solve the questions of direct or indirect speech, you have to keep these points in your mind. If you have remembered these points, you will not do any mistakes. By how you can prepare this? By doing practice again and again. So that example is given here, that how it should be asked in your board exam. So let's see here. This question is asked in board exam March 2010. Nirali, Akash. There are two persons. There is a conversation will be given like this. Nirali, what are you doing now? Akash, I am doing my exercises. Nirali, please help me with my homework. Akash, don't worry, I will surely help you this evening. Nirali, thank you. Students, you must go through the whole conversation. That is very, very important. If you will go directly, by changing the tenses that is given in the conversation, you may do wrong things, you may write wrong. So better is that go through the whole conversation, try to understand what it is saying, what is the whole concept of the conversation, and after then you will change it. Now we will take sentence one by one, and we will also observe that which kind of words are changed and why it is changed. Nirali asked Akash what he was doing then. Now students, this is the first sentence. Nirali, what are you doing now? So Nirali has said that sentence. So we should observe that what are you doing now? It is an interrogative sentence. If it is interrogative sentence, we know that if it is starting from to be form, it will come if or whether, and if it is starting from WH question, so that particular question or word will become the conjunction itself. Nirali asked Akash. Nirali has asked Akash here, so we will say Nirali asked Akash what he was doing then. You have seen here that we have changed the person Akash and we have put here pronoun, and it was in present continuous tense, so it was converted into past continuous tense, and we have changed the word now into then. The next, Akash said, I am doing my exercises. So Akash has given the answer. You can use the word replied also, or you can use the word answered also. You must know about these two words. If you are writing paragraph, then you will not use the same word again and again. You have to change. You have to use sometime replied, sometime answered according to the meaning of the sentence. So Akash replied that he was doing his exercises. You can see that here it is again in present continuous tense, so it is converted into past continuous tense. After then, Nirali says, please help me with my homework. Here this word please has come, which shows about the request. So Nirali requested him to help her with her homework. See students, you have to understand who is saying to whom. That is more important. So you have to use the pronoun according to the speaker and the listener also. Akash says, don't worry, I will surely help you this evening. So here Akash advised her not to worry and said that he would surely help her that evening. Here you can see the changes. If it is don't worry, so we will use the word Akash advised her. There are some selected words that we have to use while we are converting, and we have to grasp what is the emotions are there about the speaker and listener. Here Akash is saying to Nirali that don't worry. While we are converting into indirect speech, so we will use Akash advise her. Don't worry is become not to worry. See? And after then we have removed the full stop and we have joined the sentence by using and, said that he would surely help you this evening. Here I apostrophe double L, it is about I will. So I will be converted into would. So here you will write Akash advised her not to worry and said that he would surely help her that evening. Nirali thanked him. So students, you have seen that how we have converted that into indirect speech, the conversation. Now if you want to do the practice, there is already a ready Panchamrut. Students, we have just seen about direct indirect speech. Now students, we are going to move, the next topic is message writing, that comes in part B. Students, why we write message? You must know that message is written or message is given to the person who was or who is absent while someone has come or who wants to give the message. So that's why we write the message. There are three persons: the person who wants to give the message, the second person who will be the friend or relative to the person whom we are going to give the message. So, in this way there are three kinds of persons: who is giving the message, whom he has given the message, or who is going to get the message. So, these three persons are very important. After then, what is the message? It should be also very clear. It should not be extra information. If there is extra information, it will become long. Message, it should be short and simple. So, let us have a look how to write message. This is the format of message. You can see that it comes as the 4 marks. And how will you write the message? This is the all format. First you have to write message, then you have to write time, then you have to write date, and you will start message like this. Time. Now, if in the question the time is given, then you have to mention the same time. If the time is not given, you have to understand the whole concept and the whole meaning of the message or of that question of message. After then, date. Which date? So, you will write the present date. You will not write the previous date, and you will not write the date which has not come yet. You will write the present day. It means on the day when you are going to write the message. It means your exam date. Then the message starts like this: Raj, there was a phone from your friend Mihir when you had gone somewhere. He has given, told, and the message is still there, that we will come in next chart. And after writing this content, you will write right side after the body of the message the name, who has given this message. So, you will write the person's name who has transferred the message to the same person. Here you must be careful. You will not write the sender's message. You will write to whom the message was transferred when the particular person was not present at that time. So, you will write the person who was there in the absence of the person to whom the message should be reached. So, if that person's name is given there, you must be careful and you will write the name of the person. Next come to the content, that what will you write in the message. So, the language should be formal. You should use good words. We will look here how the message is written. Raj, there was a phone from your classmate Aditya when you were not at home. When I asked if he had any message, he requested me to tell you that you have been selected for the inter-school cricket tournament. You have to reach at the school playground for special tips from your sports teacher. This is the body of the message. Students, you have seen that we have here used the types of tenses very carefully and according to the concept and the meaning of the paragraph. You have to understand the question of the message. Without understanding the question of the message, you will not be able to write which type of tense it should come there. So, when the person was not there, who was not there? Aditya. The message should be reached to Aditya. So, Aditya was not there. So, that is why here we have used there was a phone from your classmate. Now, here pronoun, that is also very important. The Raj is saying to Aditya. So, here he has used your classmate Aditya when you were not at home. When I asked if he had any message, see, it is also used as past tense. When I asked if he had any message, he requested me to tell you that you have been selected for the inter-school cricket tournament. So, students, you have seen that you have been selected for the inter-school cricket tournament, that is in the present perfect tense. Now, according to the meaning and the concept of the message and the question of the message, he has used here as present perfect tense. The matter has not, that thing is not over. the message, it has not just yet happened, it will come in the future. So here the person has been selected for the cricket tournament. So here it is in present perfect tense. Then you have to reach at the school playground for special tips from your sports teacher. This comes in simple present tense. You have to reach at the school playground for special tips from your sports teacher. And after then we will write the name. So which name should come? Here the person who is going to write the message, whose name should come here. So students, we have seen that how to write the message and how it should be written. The types of tenses are very clear. You have to keep in mind, you have to do a lot of practice of writing the message that is given already from in your textbook Ready Reckoner. So students, do the practice and then only attempt this question in your exam. Thank you. We will meet in the next episode. Keep watching THAVANU PANCHAMRUT.